Two more people are indicted in connection to a heroin and fentanyl ring responsible for a string of deadly overdoses in the Springfield area last fall.
I want to bring in our Jesse Inman right now at 10 in our studio with more on the charges. And Jesse, catch us up on where this investigation is tonight.
Yeah, it's been going on for a few months now, and there are now 21 total people facing charges for their role in that heroin and fentanyl conspiracy. Now, the Department of Justice here in Missouri has been working with local law enforcement for a few months to track down those involved in getting those drugs on the streets here locally. And this week, they added two more names to that list. Since June of last year, the DEA has been working with the Springfield Police, Greene County Sheriff's Office, and the Missouri State Highway Patrol to crack down on a drug ring responsible for distributing heroin and fentanyl in the Springfield area. The U.S. Attorney for Missouri's Western District, Tim Garrison, says it has required careful yet dangerous police work.
It involved several undercover and controlled efforts that resulted in the purchases of heroin and fentanyl from these individuals, and those cases were worked in coordination with our office, and when they were ripe for indictment, we brought those.
This week, the investigation resulted in two more people being indicted: 60-year-old Solomon Hodges and 33-year-old Cordero Sims. Both live in Springfield, and they're the 20th and 21st names added to the long list of people involved in getting those drugs onto the streets. In October of last year, we reported on a string of nearly 50 overdoses over the span of just a few days in the Springfield area. 2 people died in that time period, and there are 5 people that have been indicted linked directly to those deaths by way of dealing them fentanyl. Delonte Worsham, Crystal Hill, Morgan Hodges, William Faris, and Robert Everett all live in Springfield and are allegedly responsible for selling the fentanyl that resulted in those deaths. They are just 5 of the now 21 people involved, and Garrison says all but one of those people is local, but the drugs originate elsewhere.
Now, much of the fentanyl that comes into the United States more broadly is manufactured in China or some labs in India, a few labs in Mexico, and those are then distributed to sub-distributors who bring it to the smaller communities. A lot of the fentanyl that ends up in Springfield comes from Chicago.
Now, those 5 defendants linked to the deaths last fall face a minimum of 20 years in prison if convicted, with one of those people facing 25 years due to the weapons charge that was tacked onto that. Now, the others in the conspiracy face a minimum of 10 years in prison if found guilty.